All right, it's your buddy, it's your pal, Mike Messier. I want to make just a little statement. Hey, look, we're all on borrowed time here in this world. But sometimes I see families. See, I'm not a family guy. I'm not Mr. Dad. I'm not Mr. Family fucking guy. But I see people with children, their kids, hopefully they're kids. But whether the adult is overweight or not, maybe the adult is just average sized, or heavy. Sometimes, once in a while, the adult would be thin, but usually not. And the child, is chubby, fat, okay? And having been heavy most of my life, not all, but most, it's disconcerting to me because I see what happens, and now I know enough people that do have kids, and I see these patterns. Basically, the thinking with a lot of people is, well, they like sugar, they like Captain Crunch, they like milk, they like vitamin D whole milk, and the kid only eats fruity roll-ups, and the kid only eats chicken wings and chicken nuggets, and that's all the kid eats, so that's all I'm going to feed the kid. The problem is, your kid will eat when you feed him. If you don't buy the kid the fruit roll-ups or the chicken nuggets, then the kid will eat a fucking carrot or have an apple or something. So the point is, for all these adults that kind of shrug their shoulders because they want their kid to eat something and the kid's not eating, so they just give in and buy the kid a gallon of ice cream or fucking give the kid a soda so the kid shuts up, well, guess what? That's on you when the kid gets to be an adult and is overweight. And I think what happens, and I've got the catbird seat, it's easy for me to judge other people, but here I am, just to point out that for these overweight children, they don't magically turn 18 and suddenly are in good health and shape. What they've got here is established lousy food habits, eating habits, lack of exercise habits, sugars, sweets, corn syrup, all the crap that society or their parents specifically has allowed them to eat because they wanted to eat it. They don't suddenly turn 18 and now they can eat healthy because they've been taught, you've taught them to eat the crap, the corn syrup and sugar. So I just think I'm in this public place now. I'm not going to put the camera on anybody, but I see families and there's a kid right there that's probably 8 years old who's overweight. So the point is, I'm not judging. I'm fucking talking through hard-earned fucking experience that when you get to be an adult and you've just learned bad eating habits from your own parents, or they didn't really give you any advice or whatever the fuck, it's like digging yourself out of a goddamn well to try to lose weight as an adult once you've established those fat cells on your body. So parents who have small children or even bigger children, start today. If your kid's really obese or fat or chubby, get them to a fucking dietitian or a nutritionist, or just start feeding them better food. You can't give them a whole fucking bag of Chips Ahoy or pizza every night or McDonald's every day and expect that the kid is going to eat junk food when they're young because they have high metabolism, and suddenly they're going to be an adult and they magically turn on the healthy eating trick. I mean, you see a lot of these adults who go on diets and exercise as adults, and they're still feeding their kids lousy food because they figure, well, the kid likes the food and they'll grow out of it. They don't. They get stuck with it. That's why we have a whole country, including myself, full of overweight Americans. So that's your goddamn fucking lesson. Mike Messier, the big brother of the world, always educating people in my upfront manner. If people choose to listen or not, it's their problem or their solution. But I'm looking around and there's a pretty healthy group of people over there. I'm just kind of monitoring this. But I mean, that once again, as we all know, my calves are huge. I mean, that's what you get. I mean, it's a day where I have no reason to walk around with these weights on my calves, but I'm doing so in order to get huge calves. And it's just a massive calf. Mike Messier.